the gameplay in the background is going to be some XDefiant. Basically, just going to chat for 2 minutes whilst I'm parked up here. I've been playing XDefiant now a little bit. I'm like rank 30. It's okay. um, it's not a COD killer in my opinion. Just to get that out there, it's you know what it reminds me of. It reminds me of when there was no Halo, and then Splitgate came out, and people said, "Oh, it's like Halo mixed with Portal, and it's amazing. It's got the arcade style down that Halo's missing." Da 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 da. And then Halo Infinite came out. Splitgate held on for a little bit, and then it just dropped off the face of the earth, and that was that. There was no more Splitgate. With XDefiant, at the moment, there is no arcade shooter, like a totally arcade shooter. But when you play actually the regular Call of Duty multiplayer mode, it's just better. The gun balance might be slightly off. You might not be able to quick scope or go on some crazy streaks or, lay somebody down immediately like in an arcade style, but I think the gunplay in Call of Duty just feels a million times better, more responsive, reactive, the netcode's better, tick rate, whatever you want to call it, yeah. When I'm playing XDefiant, I'm constantly getting shot around walls. I'm constantly, I'm not really dealing with aim assist because I'm mostly playing against PC players, but you can absolutely tell when somebody is playing on a controller. I've seen footage as well. There's like 4 different types of aim assist. There's like 4 settings for strength. And it looks like a bit like the modern CODs that once you've actually locked onto your target, you just stuck to them. So you see people walking around like pre-firing the left trigger to get that aim assist and then stick on them, and I just don't like that. I don't really face it too much on PC, but then on PC, it's kind of like we're all trying to be dead accurate. The registration, the netcode, everything just doesn't feel great. So then you're trying to be dead accurate, and he's shooting you behind a wall, you're shooting them around a corner. It just doesn't feel good. And in an arena-based shooter, especially an arcadey one where it's all about kills, momentum, chaining kills, multi-streaks, your netcode and your gun feedback has to feel good. I think the maps are pretty awful. I think there's like 1 or 2 that I've played that seem alright. Most of them are like some weird hybrid 3-lane stuff with buildings that are super wide open. If I was to describe it, it would be like playing Call of Duty Favela, except all of the buildings that you can go in are on the bottom floor, and they're all 15 foot wider. I feel like the art of map making is completely gone. Completely gone. Because obviously, these days, the way you keep the game fresh is like skins, new guns, new attachments, new game modes. The map is kind of irrelevant in that regard. Like, the maps don't have to be that good. But when you're playing an arena-based shooter, your maps have to be really, really good, and that is a dying art. I think for a game that's pitted at casuals or less sweaty, they just want to hop on, shoot some stuff, and play some King of the Hill type of vibes. It doesn't make sense that the gun unlocks take so long, but then that is to lead you to buy boost. It's to lead you to buy skins and guns and packs, and I've seen people already that have spent 50 quid on the game. These free-to-play games are just there to milk whales and people that just think they need the new brand new rubbishy skin. It's not a bad game. Initially, when I first played it, I was like, this is terrible. Then I got into it a little bit more, and I was like, you know what, this is actually okay. This is okay. As I played it last night, and I really tried to use the shotguns, and I tried to like play in a bit of a fun way, just doesn't feel that great because of the netcode and the registration and everything. The feedback of the guns doesn't really feel like you're hitting somebody. There's no gore. The art style, I don't know, it's not my type of thing. And I will say this, you know, I'm not trying to be like woke or anything, but Ubisoft, man, there isn't a white guy character in the game. That's all I'm gonna say. There are no white guys in the game. We're not allowed. White males aren't allowed in the game anymore. Um, we're scary to the gaming industry. In terms of the battle pass, the skins in there are junk. They don't even look good. You've got star emojis and stuff. The game is okay. I just don't see where it fits in. Your average Joe can just buy Call of Duty and have a bit of an arena shooter and experience and enjoy that and know it will be populated, and at least then you're ranking up guns for Warzone that your friends probably play. In this, you're spending a lot of time ranking up guns, not really knowing if they're going to be good, not really knowing if people are going to play, so it takes a long time to rank up and you're not sure. Some games you play, like matches you play, and you think this is alright, you know. It's free to play, I can hop on, it's active, it's a good experience. But then I'm trying to imagine, would I wait 5 minutes for a game if it got a little bit dead? And then you just got completely outclassed. I don't know. Now, there is no skill-based matchmaking in the game, apart from ranked, like one playlist. So you can have some good games where it's dead even. You can have some games where you stomp, and you can have some games where they stomp. And I think most people enjoy that. But personally, I just prefer my games to be close. So if that means skill-based matchmaking needs to exist, I would honestly rather prefer it, because I do prefer a close game. But I guess if you want to play a close game, you can play ranked, and if you want to chill, you can play regular, which is nice. It's nice to have that option. Quick scoping feels good if you care about that. But I just genuinely feel like arena-based shooters are dead. It's like why Gears died, why Halo's died, why Splitgate died, it's just dead. Like most gamers of my age, and probably people like 5 years younger, like 25 to 30, we've all experienced arena-based shooters our entire life. And so the format is just kind of like you play 5 or 6 games, or you play 5 or 6 hours, and you think, I really enjoyed that experience. That reminded me of the old days, but I need a little bit more. And you don't get anything more in an arena-based shooter. You're playing domination, 3 lanes, you're capturing some flags. For a little while it's okay, but then after a while you start to think, yeah, I do need a bit more. It is why Gears of War feels stale, Halo feels stale. Like it's just a tired, you know, it's just a tired formula. It's like if in 10 years' time they keep bringing out battle royales, yeah, somebody might enjoy it for a bit, but then you'd be like, oh, listen, I've done this for 10 years. I don't need this. Yeah, I am getting a bit older. I am getting a bit more jaded with games, for sure. But I don't think it's just me. I don't think it's just me. I think it is a bit boring. I think it does feel a bit clunky. The movement is a bit like, I don't know. To me, if I wanted to play an arena-based shooter, I'd think Gears of War 1 on modern FPS with modern connections would be better. Or COD 4 Pro Mod would be better. The classes, they're just a bit... Like, I'll explain the classes, yeah? One has a passive heal. One has fire damage bullets, which do slightly less damage, but then do a bit of dot damage. They're just annoying because you're just ticking down. Maybe the passive heal counters that, I don't know. You've got one that has a bit of cloak, one that can send out a UAV, one that has a bit of a throwable shield. When I look at XDefiant, I think it's okay. It's quite polished, not perfect, But what does it do new? It's not quite a hero shooter like Overwatch. It's not quite an arena shooter. It's not a battle royale. It's just like a it's just like an amalgamation of styles, and it's okay, but it's not. I don't think it's anything special. Um, I'd give it a go if you're bored, seeing as though it's free, but I can't see it surviving. I hate to call it early, because I don't think it's terrible. But the games I've called early, Halo Infinite, Gears, Splitgate, um, Redfall, Alan Wake 2. People are now woken up to Alan Wake 2. I remember I got loads of trouble for saying Alan Wake 2 was bad. Now people are agreeing that it's not that great. Anyway, I'll wrap it up. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and a comment if you like this new format. Peace.